All right, guys, we are back live here on Muscle Discord, and we had a great morning. It was a good morning. The New York Pro Show, we wrapped up pre-judging, and my prediction for Nick Walker to win this show still stands. Now we have some of the 4K high definition video out, so we're just going to do kind of a recap analysis of prejudging, and then men's bodybuilding open is about to come on stage. So we're going to take a look at that as well. All right, guys, we're back live. And then jump into a recap of the finals as well. So a lot going on here, guys. And, we got Bob Ciccarello saying that Nick Walker, let's take a look at Nick Walker here. We got the 4K high definition video out of Nick Walker. And I'm impressed. I'm impressed with Nick. He bring the size, conditioning, the fullness, the roundness to the muscles. The hamstrings look awesome. The glutes were in. He was vascular. He didn't look flat. So in my opinion, he did enough to win this show. Martin is great. He has a great structure, great balance to his physique. But I don't think it's enough. Bob Ciccarello is saying that Martin's going to beat Nick by 1 point. And then Chris Cormier is saying, no, I think Nick's done enough here to hold this title and take the second New York Pro title home again. And I'm with Chris Cormier on that one. I don't see Martin being able to beat this package. Nick, to me, was just so impressive, so dominating. And that's why in my recap of prejudging, I used the title dominating. He dominated the prejudging because you just were drawn to his physique. Yes, he has a wider waist. Yes, he's not as say aesthetically pleasing would be the term as Martin Fitzwater, but it's not that bad, right? He accentuates his physique, and at the end of the day, he does look good, and he is third best in the world, or he was in 2022, and he was able to keep that waist in check. So kudos to Nick Walker for pulling it off. Again, we're not done here, guys. He could still lose. And when Bob was saying that, I was like, does Bob have like an inside, something going on here? Was he talking to some of the judges? Right? Like, I don't know, because he's saying that. So it's kind of tripping me out a little bit. Like, why say that? Pretty bold statement to say that Martin's going to win by 1 point. So I was a little bit surprised when Bob said that. I'm just going to adjust my sound here a little bit. All right. Okay. So let's take a look at Martin's physique. We got the 4K HD resolution. He looks good. Like, I got to admit, seeing it in this high definition quality here now, he looks great. The quads to me just look a little soft from the front compared to Nick, but when he crunches down on the quad, yeah, it looks feathered out and striated. So he's got that. I do see a little bit of, if you look in the lower love handle area, there's a little loose skin back there still. You're going to see it when he does his back lat spread. Look at the love handle area right there. To me, as a coach, I'm pinching that skin and I'm seeing, oh, you got some fat back there still. So overall, is his body completely as hard and dried out as Nick Walker's? I don't think it is. Right? I don't think he's as lean as he looks lean in the pecs, but then there's some other areas of his body where it looks a little soft, like the front of the quad, like it's just it has that look, and then the front chest here area, the ab wall, the front of the arm, it's a little bit of a tricky looking physique to pick apart because he looks leaner in some areas and not as lean as in others. His skin looks thicker in some areas and not as thick in others. So, it's just he's got a very aesthetically pleasing physique. He's got round muscle bellies. He's well put together head to toe. He has calves, everything. His calves are okay. Looking at his calves, they're decent. But the hamstrings and glutes, I just don't think this is enough to beat Nick Walker. It's not as impressive. And he's given up about 20 pounds to Nick Walker. Right. And okay, Nick Walker's waist is a little bit on the bigger side, but that's about it. Give a thumbs up in the chat if you think Nick Walker is going to win. A thumbs up in the chat. At the end of the day, it is about size. That's one of the requirements. And if you have size and you have conditioning and you have fullness, you're going to win the show. Jay Passini says thumbs up. Oh, you deleted it. You retracted it. Ken Kramer says thumbs up. Tony, thumbs up. Freddie, thumbs up. There, okay. Jay Passini's back up with a thumbs up. Hollywood 80s thumbs up for Nick Walker to win the show. So we got a lot of thumbs up for Nick Walker. Guys, if you're new to the live stream, please remember to subscribe so you get notified every time we do go live. And remember to like the video. The more likes, the better we can do in the algorithm and for the channel. And I do appreciate you guys joining me. And we're going live for the other pro shows. This one, we kind of got shut down by the live stream promoter. And that's okay. We just provide screenshots. We're trying to promote bodybuilding and get more of it out there to you guys on YouTube. So we all got taken down, desktop bodybuilding, EP09. Our streams got taken down there, but we're back and we're still giving you coverage of the show and we're here for you guys. So let's take a look at beef stew. Right now on the live stream, we have men's classic physique. So men's bodybuilding open hasn't started yet. So you haven't missed it. Beef stew looked really good here. He came in kind of how he looked leading into the show. He looks the same. So he held his condition. He's got a really wicked side chest. He's got really good side poses. He's thick, densely muscled. Back poses definitely good for him. Striated glutes, hamstrings, good separation in the back, good symmetry. Christmas tree cross striations throughout the lower back. And great. His abs do need a little bit of work. No, Steve didn't shut me down. Steve's not running the live stream. He's in the front row judging the show. So yes, and Steve was on the show. That was awesome. If you have not seen that interview, please go watch the interview with Steve Weinberger. Rare to have Steve on the show, so it was a great honor to have the promoter of the New York Pro on my show. So beef stew, I think we got an easy, solid fourth place for big beef stew. Let's take a look at. I wanted to go get some photos of Quinton here. See some of these high quality photos. So, this is Nick and Martin side by side. Again, is Nick's waist that much bigger? Yeah, obviously Nick is 20 plus pounds heavier, so he's going to be bigger overall for his physique, but it's close. Plus Nick's bigger, plus he's in as good, if not better condition. He should win the show. There's a lot of people still saying they think that um, Nick's going to lose. I can't see that happening. We still have men's classic physique on the stage, and then we got men's bodybuilding up. It has to be next. Just trying to get some more stuff on Quinton here. Quinton was a big letdown. I mean, he's got a great physique. I'm not, you know, talking bad on Quinton. He had a lot of hype coming into the show, and and he was really confident going into the show. And I thought he was going to do really good at the show, but he ended up being very flat. And over depleted, over dieted, it looked like he was. So let me see if I can find Quinton. Quinton was also a guest on the Muscle Discord podcast. If you haven't seen it, go watch it in my videos. Let's see if we can find. I think it was on RX. Yeah, right there. Ole won the men's bodybuilding 212, beating out Karith Badjo, which, I mean, we could talk about that a little bit. 212. He did look really good. He did look really good. So I don't discredit Ole for winning that. He brought the conditioning, the muscle hardness over Karith, and he took it out. NV213 has Nick winning 7 of the shots. The Gangstas 3000. I knew Q was not going to do much because his legs are too small right now. Once he puts 4 size, that big frame, more size on the big frame, he can do damage. Yeah, I mean, he needs to put more size on the quads. He came in flat, and he's 6 foot, almost 6'2". So you can't come in flat on a tall frame. You're just going to look lanky, and that's what happened. Wittens said he's going to be in the 260s to me when he was on the show, and that's a little light for a guy his height. You got to think Samson Dowd is 285 on stage, right? To Quinton's 260 on the same height frame. That's how much muscle Quinton has to put on. So he's got a long ways to go. He's got a long ways to go. Just checking here, guys. Trying to find you a few more updates. You know what? Let's watch together as we wait for men's bodybuilding to come on. Let's go to YouTube. We'll go to RX Muscle, and we will watch this interview together, guys, and get we'll get Dave's take, Cinternino and Cristosito, because they don't all agree here. One second. All right, let's get the volume.
He's going to walk away with this win. Chris, I'm going to go to you first. Who'd you like up there on that stage?
I still went with Fitzwater because there's a lot of mass up there, and he's in condition. He might not be in his best condition, but when I'm looking at frontal bicep, crazy arms. side chest, his pecs are really full. The right from the side is just like an elephant's. Back double, we've seen it tighter, but when he pops the shoulders back and pops the arms back, there's a lot happening in terms of size in the shoulders and arms. He's a powerful physique. He turns around, he hits the most muscular. A lot happens, the pecs are full, the shoulders and bicep, triceps are blasting full. I just personally, I watched the show closely, and I thought that I was impressed with his mass. I was wondering, like, well, if someone else was there, how would he actually look? And I thought, like, that's not fair. I wanted to be able to look at what I'm looking at to see what I'm, judging against.
I saw Martin Fitzwater 3 weeks ago in St. Louis, and he showed me pictures of what he's looking like now. And he said, I know I won Detroit, but I wasn't really happy with my final look. I'm going to do New York. I said, wow, that's pretty brave. You don't need to. And I said, I like that attitude. And I looked at his pictures and I was like, oh, you look a lot tighter here. I thought Martin edged out in here. What do you think?
I think, conditioning wise, when you look at, we were so used to looking at glutes and certain things on people that on a lot of, Martin had frustrated quads, a crazy Christmas tree, very thick back, peeled glutes. When I was sitting next to Branch, Branch was saying, I really like Martin. I go, Nick is just so much bigger. And Nick got criticized a couple of years ago at an Arnold that he was too peeled and smaller and downsized. So I think he thought what the judges wanted to see, a full, hard, round, gnarly package. I mean, I think he's the only bodybuilder on stage that has a full wow factor. I don't think those guys, when they hit any shots, it's like, wow, that guy looks very impressive. Tonio was good. He was a little smaller. He was flat to me.
Yeah.
He could have been bigger.
Yeah, I agree with Cincernino saying that, the judges wanted Nick to be fuller, right, than he was at the Arnold, which was his last show. Okay. And so he did that. He came in fuller. His condition was, the same, and he was bigger. So I think Nick made enough improvements. Bob was saying that Nick looked the same and didn't really make any improvements, and his condition wasn't as good as it's been, and then so he doesn't think he should win. I'm kind of on the opposite spectrum of that. Tony O'Burton, he looked good going into the show. The quads looked more separated, but guys saying here that Tonio looked a little bit underwhelming in the lower half and kind of faded a little bit. And so I think we definitely have Tonio coming in third. Just watching men's classic physique right now, guys, to give you an update here. Who's about to come second? We're going to see if Matt Grego is going to win this or not. If you guys are paying attention to classic physique. Dennis James needs to apologize to Samson after Beastwood. Yeah, I mean, hey, I even had high hopes for Quinton. I was expecting him to be fourth in this show. Now, Bob Chick said that Quinton might move into that fifth or sixth position. We're going to see. We will see about that. Yeah, Matt Grego just won men's classic physique. He is ecstatic. He's on his knees. He is pumped because he thought he won last in the last show. Where was that? Pittsburgh. Yeah, he got second in Pittsburgh last week. And he came back and he beat the guy that beat him last week. Isn't that interesting how bodybuilding works? It's a little interesting. The guy that beat you last week, he just lost you in 7 days. And he's in like the same condition. You kind of wonder sometimes. He may not look as good as he did at the Pittsburgh Pro, but how much of a point difference is it? I would like to see the scorecards for men's classic physique. Quinton should hire Samson's wife. Yeah. So Matt Grego wins the men's classic physique and is on his way to the Mr. Olympia. Quinton should give Milos a call. I mean, yeah, if you want to get the one thing we know Milos can do is put size on an athlete. That's for sure. That would actually not be a bad pairing. But he's working with Matt Jensen. Matt Jensen knows what he's doing. So I just, usually Matt Jensen gets it right with his athletes. So I don't know what they were thinking. I know it's been 2 years since he's been on stage. So maybe they were just testing things here. But they can do some more shows and they can fill out. They can fill out his frame a little bit. See if that makes a difference. But to me, I just think it's not going to make much of a difference. He needs a lot more muscle on his frame. Yeah, say J.R. Williams. Yes, that's why when I heard Bob Ciccarello say, "Oh, I think Martin's going to win," and then what's his name, Jay Mannion's son, the photographer, I forget his name. He said that Martin's going to win. He's a part of the Mannion family. Like, I mean, I'm not saying that this is politics or anything, but it's just kind of like it's kind of weird. They're all like, "Yeah, Martin's going to win. Martin's going to win," and these are all the behind the scenes people, right? So. Could you imagine if Martin Fitzwater beats Nick Walker here? And Nick Walker, in his mind, his heart, in his soul, thinks he's won this show already. Right. And a lot of people online, myself, we're all saying, yeah, you're going to win. You're going to win. Chris Cormier, Chris Aceto, right? Guy Cisterna, we're all saying he's going to win. And then he loses. That's going to be controversial. That's going to blow up the internet for a little bit. So Matt Gregel's just making a speech on stage right now. So yeah, so that was this kind of Palumbo and Chris Aceto kind of going at it. Now we're going to see what they look like in the finals because they do judge the finals here, guys. We were talking about Quinton. And yeah, he just came in too small, too flat. Okay, well, let's do this. In the chat, who thinks Martin is going to win? Give a thumbs up in the chat if you think Martin's going to win. Thumbs up. Let's see how many thumbs up we can get in the chat. We got a lot of thumbs up for Nick Walker. But is Martin actually going to win this show? Who will win? Will Martin win this show right now, tonight? Thumbs up if you think Martin's going to win tonight. Nick ain't losing. I don't think he's going to lose. I think Bob said it's going to be a 1-point win by Martin. Yeah, I can't see it. And that's a little interesting for Bob to say that. Maybe this Bob doesn't like Nick or something. I don't know. Let's find that interesting. Okay, they're bringing out all the winners of the divisions. Just watching the stream, guys. Yeah, Matt Grego wins Classic Physique. I'm also watching the stream, Jet. Ken Kramer Bob is a clown. He's got the inside scoop. It would be a robbery if Martin won. Awaken gives a thumbs down to Martin winning. Nick is still overrated. Stubby legs. Okay, the stream is still there. Let me change this, guys. Guys, again, thank you for coming on and joining. If you haven't already, please remember to subscribe and like the video. I want to get to 100 likes during this second stream of the day that I'm doing. I was up early this morning for prejudging, and that was an awesome stream. Got over, I think, 30,000 views on that one, and we had over 550 likes on that stream. So let's see where we can get this one. Get the likes to at least 100. This is a shorter stream that I started running, guys. We're waiting for men's bodybuilding to come up here. Just getting the message here. Yeah. Just waiting for this. Let me see what's going on here. So where does Tonio Burton go from here? He's got to qualify. He lives in Nevada, so he could probably do. Is the Cal next weekend? I think the Cal is next weekend. Yeah, I'm just going to refresh the stream. There we go. Oh, they're taking a break on the stream. They're waiting. So we're good to go. Stream is still good. It's just they're taking a break. I'm gonna update this for you guys. Then we had Angel Calderon was outside the top 5. Although I would have liked to see him get some more comparisons in there. But you got a lot of guys that still need to qualify for the Olympia. You got Justin Rodriguez. He's kind of got to say, I'm shutting it down for the year. Did you say there's a 45-minute break? Franco, I didn't hear that. I didn't hear the volume. I had the volume off the stream, so I probably missed that. Franco Costello, did they say 45-minute break? Can we get a confirmation on that? Brian Nasser, back in the house, chat moderator. Oh, there, he's confirmed. So Franco confirmed too. Okay. 45 minutes. That's quite a long break. I wonder why they're doing such a long break in the middle of the show like that. I mean, 15 minutes, yes, 20 intermission, but 45 minutes? What the fuck? Jesus. It's a long ass break. Although this show is kind of structured a little different where they prejudging is really kind of close to finals. Kind of. Yeah, kind of like the Olympia. Well, the Olympia is Friday, Saturday. This is a one-day show. Yeah, Justin. I think he's got a. I don't think he can win a pro show anymore, to be honest. I mean, like I say, I'm very honest on this channel, and I don't think Justin can win a show. He's probably much past his peak, and that midsection is going to be there, and it's not going to go away, and it's not going to get any better. So, not sure what more you can do there. Let's go to QQ because they got some good stuff sometime. There we go. QG, sorry. All right, let's look at Antonio's physique here. I mean, I really like Antonio's flow. Like I said, he looks like Dexter Jackson. But seeing these high quality photos, I wish they would have put the 4K video up for Antonio, Gilco Productions. Because you can see he's not as sharp. I don't think he's as sharp as he was in Brazil. Yeah, now that I can see these photos here, it's the first time I'm seeing these. He's not as sharp. We can actually go to NPC. Let's go to the homepage. Where was it? Where was I looking at that? I just had the photos. Let me get the photos here for you guys. I was just on there. Yeah, NPC. Not checking photos. Why can't I find that? Anyways, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to send this to myself here. That website's a little strange that I can't bring that up, but I want to go. We can go through the high definition photos together, guys. So I'm going to bring it up. 1 second, 1 second. Put it in there. Send it to myself. I will stop the screen share for a second. I'm going to get the high definition photos in 1 second, guys. There it is. Okay, we're in business. Go back to screen share. There. NPC. Okay. All right. So let's take a look first at the high quality photos of Nick Walker. Go front double bicep. I can zoom in here a bit here, guys. 150. All right. So that's the front double bicep. That's probably Nick's one of his worst shots. But he's peaked. He's full. He's not flat. Yeah, the waist section's a little bit on the thicker side. Let's go to side chest. Side chest is good. That's the thick side chest. Look at the quads. Look at the hamstring hanging down. We're going to take a look at Martin in a second and compare because sometimes the video you can't get it. We didn't get 4K high quality video to compare it to. We just had a couple photos online there. But I don't think any other stream is showing you the high quality photos here from NPC. Probably because he didn't think about to do that. But you're going to get that here. You're going to get the special access to these photos. So yeah, he looks big, good. Side chest. Let's move into that back double bicep. This is a good look. This is high quality photo here, resolution. I'm very impressed with the hamstrings and glutes. Like those are the thickest hamstrings in the show. Upper back, it's okay. Lower back needs a little bit of work. It's not a Ronnie Coleman back or a Dexter Jackson even, or a Phil Heath back. So people were comparing it to Phil Heath. I'm like, no, I don't think he's there yet. And you got to remember, Nick's only 29 years old. Like, this is ridiculous. He's 29 or 30 now, I think. So it's like, he's super young. We got to remember that sometimes. He's not 39, 40. So he can still improve. Lat spread. He looks very polished. The tan is good. It would be very controversial if Martin beats Nick here. I know I'm a fan of Martin's physique. I prefer Martin's physique over Nick's, aesthetically wise, of course. But I don't think he's big enough yet. In bodybuilding, you have criteria. When I had Steve Weinberger on my show, he said there's these criteria that we have to abide to. That's size, shape, conditioning, and then you have to have symmetry. Okay. So Nick has the size, he has the shape, he has the conditioning and the symmetry. And then who's better in those 4 boxes? You know what box Martin's missing? The size box. And that's where Nick edges him out. When you break it down like that, it kind of starts to make sense why on paper Nick should win, if that's the criteria you're beholden to. Can you see Nick standing here? He got that waistline in check. Right? That's not an NPC Pittsburgh guest posing stomach. He brought it in. He dropped 10 plus pounds. Same thing Jay Cutler said. Jay dropped 30 pounds the last week before a show. And this shot, nobody can touch Nick on. That's, I wouldn't say that's Ronnie Coleman-esque, but it's like, it's freaky. That most muscular. Guys, again, thank you. There's more of you joining in here. If you haven't already, please remember to like and subscribe. We're trying to get to 100 likes on this short stream that we're doing. We're at 56. We're slowly but surely getting closer to 100 likes. So please like the video if you can, guys. It takes a couple seconds. And remember to subscribe so you can get notified every time we do go live. And we will be going live tomorrow again, Sunday, 5 p.m. or 6 p.m., depending on what time Mac Truck gets back from the gym. And we will be doing a full, reaction again to the New York Pro We also have a very, very special video that's only going to be released tomorrow on the live stream at the Matt and Mac show. So you best tune in to that one because it's going to be a shocking video. And I'm not saying anything until it comes out. You're just gonna have to come and watch to see what this is all about. So Nick wins the most muscular. We're just waiting for men's bodybuilding, guys. If you're joining the stream, we're waiting for men's bodybuilding to come on, and we will assess it. I will give you the play-by-play breakdown. And I also like this shot on Nick as well. Although the waist does protrude a little bit there on the obliques on this side. But it's not, I mean, if he doesn't get it under control and it gets bigger and bigger as he gets older, which your waistline tends to do, that could hurt him. So there it is. You know, no, there's no drama on this channel, guys. What are you talking about? We just like to say it like it is. You know, saying it like it is sounds like drama. Well, then there's nothing we can do about it. But that's Nick Walker. Take a look at Martin in the high quality photos here. There. So we just saw Nick's physique. This front double bicep. You see Martin there. And you can see the size comparisons right away. Right? And he looks softer. He just looks softer from the front than Nick does. The hardness to the muscle. My back is broken spinal, says Fuad's boy Mike is such a Nick hater. He actually picked Quinton to win. Yeah, I wouldn't have picked Quinton to win. I think I saw some of that episode, and he was saying like Nick's waist is a turtle shell, and you know, what poses does he win other than the side poses? Yeah, you can see guys here with these high quality photos. He's not big enough. And he's not hard enough yet. From the front. From the back, he is. We're going to get there. Front lat spread. This is not a good pose for Martin. He's kind of struggling with this one. I guess that would be his left side. This side right here where my mouse is. Something's going on there. He can't extend that shoulder all the way up. And the lat isn't flaring as much on that side. It's almost like he's restricted in his shoulder clavicle area there. Is anyone else noticing that? Because this could be a really wicked pose for him if he could get those shoulders broadened out more in it. But I think it's a close toss-up between him and Nick Walker in the front lat spread. I don't think they took a picture of the front lat spread for Nick. We didn't see that one. Finals should be coming back in what? How long has it been, guys? They'll be back in 20 minutes. Thanks again, guys, for joining. Side chest. Now, this is a really nice shot for, you know what I'm going to do? See if I can do this so that we can go back and forth real quick. Let's go back to Nick. While we wait for men's bodybuilding to come back on stage, guys, we're just going through some poses here with the high quality photos, which you're probably not going to find in any other stream right now because they're not looking at these, because they always forget to look at the NPC photos. Okay, so there's Nick Walker. get this thing out of the way. And there's Nick Walker, and then there's Martin. So Martin, okay, you're assessing the physique. You're looking at the hamstring, looking at the side quad, the arm, the pectoral muscle, striations. Very good on Martin. His conditioning almost looks, maybe it's a little bit better on the side chest than it is Nick. Now, Nick Walker. Just waiting for you guys to see it. There's a delay there. Hamstring is the one thing I noticed right away. Nick Walker has some chest striation. It's not as defined as Martin's, but the size comparison is there. It's like Martin's body could fit inside Nick Walker's body. It could envelop it. That's how much bigger he is. Right? Look at that. The quad, it looks like an elephant leg on Nick Walker. It's massive. Yeah, Discord and Buddy's channel will help you learn a lot more about the sport. Because I don't know, can't see that last word you wrote. Because brach, I don't know, I can't see what that says has fallen off. Let me see that. Brocust has fallen off. I don't know what that means. So yeah, there's a side chest comparison. Oh, bro chat. Yeah, man, I'm going to be on the Fitness Nation podcast on Wednesday, guys. Batty invited me on, so I'm excited to go on that podcast. Guys, if you haven't checked it out already, I was on Desktop Bodybuilding's show, and that show just aired early this morning, or late last night. So it was awesome being on Desktop Bodybuilding's show for the first time. And it was awesome. So going to be on the Fit Nation podcast. And oh yeah, Connor was the one that made me aware of it. So thank you, Connor Burton Training, for mentioning that, because now you are responsible for making it happen. So still waiting on the break for the men's bodybuilding to start. I think it's men's bodybuilding. Or are they going to go to women's wellness? Have they done wellness yet? No, they haven't. So we're going to do wellness, of course. They're not going to bring on, maybe they'll bring on, I don't know. I don't know if they bring on bodybuilding and then do the routines after. Who knows? We'll see. See how they trick us this time. Front double bicep, Nick Walker versus front double bicep, Nick Walker. Close out because I'm getting confused what happened to. Oh, okay, I have to do that. Okay. Let me just check this, guys. Let me do this. This, that, there. And then we're going to go, because it's a two-man show. It's between Martin and Nick. And right now the controversy is Martin's going to win. And I'm trying to break it down for you guys to show you the difference here between the two. So it's Martin and Nick. Front double bicep versus front double bicep. Do you guys see the difference in the hardness to the muscle? Who's Catherine Patterson? What's she trying to do? Chaos Iron says no way Martin is winning. Okay. Because yeah, let's look at the hardness here. It's not there compared to Nick. And I know when Tyler Mannion does his review, he's going to say Nick Walker wins the front double bicep. Just checking. For some updates. Okay, we're good there. We're back. Okay, so let's go to the back poses. Did the side chest, we did the front. Did Nick hit a side tricep? I didn't see a side tricep, so let me see if I can find one for Nick. He did not hit a side tricep. It's kind of weird how they missed some shots here. So let's do back double bicep on Nick. Close that out. We'll go to a back double bicep on Martin. Angle it there. Okay, so back double bicep on Nick Walker. Who's winning the back double bicep pose, Nick or Martin? I have Nick Walker beating Martin in the back double bicep. Someone needs to tell Martin to stop pulling his trunks. It's not a good look. Yeah, I don't like that when they pull their trunks. Martin is fresh muscle, hasn't gotten that grainy hard look. Jeff, when they bring back the New York Pro to New York, then I will go. It makes no sense having New Jersey. New Jersey is not New York. It will never be. Or the IFB needs to change it to New Jersey to New Jersey Pro. Yeah, I've heard that before. Martin looks better here than Detroit, but Nick undoubtedly has the mass over everyone on that stage. Fans out his or not, he's dense. Fan of his or not, he's dense. Yeah, New York is expensive to run a show. Could you imagine? I mean, if they did it in a high school somewhere, maybe they could do it, but yeah, or in a hotel somewhere, they could do it. Like they're doing it in a hotel ballroom as well right now in New Jersey. Van H. Nick has better bicep peaks and wider back. That's another downfall to Martin's physique is the biceps. The Gangster 3000, Tonio's shoulders and arms are better than Martin's. He's at 212. Walker's back shots are nutty. So there's Walker. We didn't look at. Let me close that. Okay, there's Martin. So you got Martin, Nick. Yeah, you can just see the difference. I go back and forth there, guys. You can see there's about 20 pounds lost on Martin to Nick. So for Bob Cicarella to say that Martin's going to win this show, you got to tell me why, Bob. Because he's got nice shape. All right. Well, there's more to that. Okay, let's go to the rear lat spread. Okay, you got Nick. Now his glutes are peeled and his hamstrings. More of you are joining in here. Thank you guys for joining. If you haven't already, please remember to like and subscribe. We're trying to get to 100 likes for this stream. We got 550 likes in the last stream, so that was awesome. We crushed our goal of 250. We're at 84 likes right now, guys. We're very close to 100 likes. Just need 15 of you to like the video, and we're gonna crush this 100 goal. So yeah, Martin's rear lat spread, and then there's Nick's rear lat spread. So let's line this up. Who is winning the lat spread? I have I have Nick winning the lat spread. Martin's lat spread is just kind of funky looking. He doesn't hit properly, and he doesn't lean back far enough. He's kind of hunched forward. He needs to lean back a little bit. And he's got kind of some of that loose skin around the love handle area here. It's kind of folding over the posing trunks, which is kind of weird because he's fucking shredded, but he's got that loose flabby skin around the trunk area. And then you look at, close that. Look at Nick Walker. He doesn't. He's got a couple little lines there, but it's not as flabby as Martin's. So Nick, you can see the difference there, guys. So that's the lat spreads. We can take a look at Tonio's rear lat spread. Still waiting for men's bodybuilding to come on, guys. It's coming up soon. Tonio. See what he looks like in the high quality photos here. Rear lat spread. Yeah, Tonio's glutes aren't as sharp as they were in Brazil. I think they're less conditioned. Compare Tonio and Nick in the rear lat. See how tiny Tonio's waist goes in there? And you see Nick. It's just Nick's hamstrings are twice the thickness of Tonio's. Look at the hamstrings on Nick. Keep that in your memory. Go to Tonio. There you go. Tonio's hamstrings like half the size of Nick's. You know, that matters on that stage. Tonio needs to get bigger. Simple as that. At least a little bit bigger. I know Dexter Jackson's hamstrings are wider than this. So from the front, Tonio looks a little soft actually here in the arms and the chest. I don't think this was Tonio's best look to date. Bob Chick was predicting Quinton to win. My God. Hey man, Quinton looked good in the 2, 3, 4 weeks out leading into the show. Everyone thought, okay, this guy he might win. So probably have to go to a bathroom break, guys, pretty soon here. My neck is getting a little stiff. Still waiting. There's nothing down there. Can't scroll down any further. What do you mean, like on the let me see. You go to the main page. Did they post the comparisons? Oh, wait. Let's see if they posted it, because sometimes they don't have these up. Or they're not very good. Like they're so far back that you can't really see anything. Yeah, this is all they have, guys. Let's see. These when they first calling them out. Maybe let's look at the last set. Okay, there we go. Nick and look at the hamstring difference in Nick and Martin. Okay. Back double bicep. We're just killing some time here, guys, until men's bodybuilding comes on. They're on a 45-minute break. I think we're 35 minutes into the 45-minute break. I can't believe I almost killed 45 minutes so far. Yeah, Nick's winning that show, or sorry, that back lat spread. Go to the next photo here. And I think Martin is slightly closer to the camera than Nick. His elbows are in front of Nick's arm. And his foot is further away from the blue line. So yeah, he's doing a little trickery there. He's not in line with Nick Antonio in that pose. Lat spread. I think Tonio actually beats, well, the hamstring and glutes on Tonio aren't there enough. So we give that. Even Beef Stew has a great lat spread. Yeah, Tonio's back lat spread is insane. I agree, he needs more hamstring. So you got to get back to the gym and get those hammies built up. Big time. Side tricep. Seeing this on the high quality photo, I think I like Martin's side tricep now that I'm seeing it versus the live stream. Nick has a great side quad though. But Martin's ham or the detail in his tricep as close as we can get, yeah, is more dense than Nick's, which is interesting. Ab and thigh. All right. Just checking on the stream. See something here. Ten minutes. Oh, it says 10 minutes. Okay. I was hoping a vacuum in Martin's ab pose. Did you not do a vacuum? I don't remember. Yeah, that would be interesting if Quinton decides to shut it down for the rest of the year. I'm in agreement with you. I don't know if he can win a pro show this year. Okay, the stream is back. So we're just waiting for them to come back on stage. Okay, yeah, it's still there. Beef stew is so small potato. He looks quite freaking good. Oh, is no small potato. Yeah, beef looks great here, guys. His abs are a little funky in that pose. I would say Martin wins the ab and thigh. It's most muscular, yeah. Most muscular. Surprisingly, Martin looks almost as wide as Nick, but I think it's the camera angle is a little favored to the left side. Oh, Stuart Sutherland. Beef's real name is Stuart Sutherland. Opens coming back. Okay, the stage. I didn't even notice this. The stage is back up on the screen. All right, let's see if they call out men's bodybuilding or if they call out women's wellness. Who's betting on it's going to be women's wellness? Because I don't remember them coming out yet. Unless I missed it. I don't know. I don't know if this show is going to be closer than I think it is because I feel like Nick dominated this show, but looking at this front most muscular shot, Martin is holding his own. Turn the volume on here. I don't hear any volume or any sound yet. Go from the stream. I don't think that many people would be upset if Martin won, but because he does look good in this front most muscular shot, standing next to huge Nick Walker. He's not getting owned in this shot. Even Beef Stew is holding his own next to Nick Walker. Think about this, guys. Look at Beef Stew's arms compared to Nick's arms. It's like, are they the same size? Yeah, the more I look at these comparisons, even Tonio's legs doesn't make sense. Okay, okay, I see what's going on here, guys. I'm looking at the blue line. Nick is the closest to the blue line on the stage, and then Tonio's like a foot and a half ahead of the blue line, right? Beef Stew's back furthest, which means if he was closer, he probably looked bigger than Nick. I don't know. And Nick's second closest to the line, and then Martin's almost as far out as Tonio is. So that's what's going on. They're stepping closer to the camera, trying to out angle Nick because they know we're going to look at the photos like we're doing right now. And we're going to say Martin almost looks as big as Nick Walker. But they're doing the little tricks by coming up closer to the camera. And usually the judge says, go back to the line, back to the line. And they probably just took that photo in that transition. Front double bicep. Okay, front double bicep. Guys, thank you guys for joining. We're just waiting for men's bodybuilding to come on. If you have not already, please subscribe if you can. It takes a few seconds and you will get notified every time we go live. And we surpassed our 100 like goal. We're at 124 likes. So if you guys are new to the stream and you haven't liked the video yet, please like. We're trying to get now. The new goal is 200 likes. Let's see if we can get to 200 before the end of the stream. Takes a few seconds. Okay, they're getting things set up on stage. So front double bicep, who's winning the front double bicep? Man, I don't know. I mean, Martin looks good in his front double bicep, but the biceps, you have to look at the bicep. Don't just look at his waist. Don't just look at his legs. Look at his biceps. And you got Nick Walker's biceps are probably some of the best in the world in bodybuilding. So you would think Nick would be winning this pose. Nick's got it. Jet says Nick's got it. Nick will win because of detail, CJ. Beef stew in third. It's not over yet. They're still judging the finals here. Stu could come in third. He could surpass Tonio. And then I bet you Tonio's biting his tongue because he's just like, man, I should have went to Detroit. But if he went to Detroit, would he have actually beaten Martin? Maybe not, right? Because Martin just looked like this in Detroit too. So it doesn't mean it would have been an easy win for Tonio if he would have went to Detroit. Martin, I think, probably would have beat him. Okay, that's the front double bicep. Front lat spread. Let's see. We didn't see that one yet. Here's Martin pulling on the trunks again. Don't need to do that. It doesn't make you look better. It's just your posing trunks. It doesn't make your waist look smaller. I think I would. Beef stew has a really good front lat spread because his pecs are very full and round and striated, right? His quads don't look small here. They actually look pretty good sized. And he has very good flaring lats. Front lat spread is what you want to see, the lats in this shot. Martin, you can't really see much of the lats. He's struggling in that shot with that one shoulder that's dipping to the side. I don't know what's going on there. It's like he's crooked. And he can't pop that other shoulder up. It's like you got to get both those shoulders up and out. Tonio's got nice wide delts. And then Nick, because his waistline is thicker, it's harder for him to get that nice accentuated waistline in the front lat spread. Why does Martin has white spots everywhere? Tan issue? I think the tan may not be absorbing into his skin properly. Extremely lucky. You're going to see a whole new Martin in finals. His coach is physically there, and his coach is intense. All right. Are we going to see a fuller Martin in finals? Finals could change what we're doing right now. Like Quinton could be fifth. He could fill up and look really crazy. And I'm sure they're like, okay, man, you're way too flat. Just fucking eat cheeseburgers, have some fries, have a cheesecake slice, and you're good. That's what I would tell Quinton to do. Just have a bunch of junk, load up. You're shredded already. Just we need you fuller. We need you more vascular. We need you pumped. Okay, there's no volume, but that's okay. Don't really need that. But she is talking. The MC is talking. You didn't miss anything.
Phil Heath, Branch Warren, Dexter Jackson,
Oh.
Rami won twice, Roll, Juan Morel won twice. A lot of these gentlemen are here in the audience.
They're just talking right now. With the side. I think we went through all the poses, didn't we? Front lat. Okay, they're bringing out women's. Who is this? This is massive. Who is this? This isn't wellness. Oh, this is a guest poser. It's okay. This woman is huge. No, she's got a number on. She's a competitor. So what is this? This is women's bodybuilding? I thought we already went through women's bodybuilding. Francisco, Brian. What is this right now? Is this bodybuilding or is this? She's massive. This number 88. Yeah, wellness is already done. Is this bodybuilding? Yeah, I started this kind of halfway through. I didn't even, so I don't know what I missed. Okay. I thought I saw women's bodybuilding earlier. Nick is going to win even though he doesn't deserve to. Okay. He was in see now. Nick looks huge here on the side, though. To me, I think that's the true aspect of how Nick looks compared to the rest. Like you see, look at that. Oh, you know what? Let's take a look at. I almost forgot. Let's get out of this. Close that. Close this. Let's look at Quinton. We got high definition photos here, and we haven't looked at Quinton. All right. Let's take a look at Quinton. Front double bicep. Here we go. Wow. Look at those quads. Look at, he's so flat. Even his face got smaller. Like everything. The one quad looks maybe kind of like it was in the 2-3 weeks ago, but the other quad that he's sticking out looks way thinner. Excuse me. What's your thoughts on Quinton in this front double bicep? I don't know if it's the coach. I mean, the coach does guide you, but as an athlete, you know when you're like, coach, I'm too flat, I'm too small, I'm too flat, I'm stringy. Right? You tell your coach. And I mean, I could have told that. I was like, guys, he's getting flat. What's happening here? I would have stopped whatever they were doing and say, okay, stop the depletion. We've gone too far. Gonna have an apple, guys. You gotta get your fruit in. Okay, so that's front double bicep. Let's go down these. Rose is here. Front lat spread. Let me know if my Apple eating is too loud. I can't tell if the microphone's picking it up. The noise canceling. He's so tall too. Like it's hard. He's got some of the best calves. Look at his calves. Yeah, his chest looks gone. He can't even like flex it. Yeah, the frame without the mass. Man, that's a tough one for Quinton. Side chest. Um, you can. I don't think he needs to change coaches. Like Matt, look what Matt Jensen's done to Nick Walker. How much size he's gotten on his frame. But we do remember Quinton got really heavy in the off season, right? And Quinton told me on the show he's been dieting for like since February or something, like really, or this, like I think he said even December he's been dieting. So it's just, this is a super long prep, and that's why I was like, man, you got so heavy, and like look how long you have to prep for your show. It's because you don't stay lean like Nick Walker, and it gives you that extra hardness. The longer you stay leaner, the more hardened your muscle gets. Versus if you just strip away the fat right away and you get nice and lean, it's not hard muscle. It's just lean muscle. It's kind of like Martin Fitzwater. And Martin Fitzwater says he doesn't do any cardio. He says, I don't, he says, I do zero cardio. And he gets that lean, but he doesn't look hard like Nick. And I know Nick does a fair amount cardio. So I think doing cardio definitely does help. You need to do some cardio. Quinton was doing lots of cardio though, but he had a lot of fat to remove because he got so heavy in the off season. Similar to my criticism of Andrew Jacked when I said he's too heavy for 11 weeks out, especially for a guy that has problems coming in hard. So I guess we should make the determination between the word hard and conditioned, right? Because you can be in condition and in shape, but then your muscle's not really hard, right? When you're hard, your muscles, even when you're standing relaxed, you look like they're hard. But when you're just in condition or in shape and you're not hard, your muscles look kind of bouncy and round. But when you flex, you look, that's kind of like Martin, right? He doesn't have that standing alone, standing relaxed hardness, where Nick Walker just looks like a granite. That's the difference. Side chest. I wonder what his weight came down to for this show. I think he might be in the 250s. Now, it's supposed to be his weakest pose. Yeah, look at the hamstrings. Look at the gap in the hamstrings. If I could find Nick's. Oh, there's Martin. There's a little bit of a gap there. But yeah, look at the big gap between the legs there. You got to fill that gap. Can't have gaps in your physique. There's a gap right there. Nick Walker's legs are touched right here. They're so fucking thick. They touch together. Yeah, Martin's coach is good. That's the guy that coaches Wesley Vissers and Nathan Diasha and who else? A couple other guys. Oh, that lat spread. Let's go back. That's just a funky. It's a funky looking lat spread. It looked bigger in the Instagram photos. Yeah, look at that. You can see he doesn't have any thickness yet in that back. And that's why it looks like it's all like rear delt, right? That's dominating the pose. He's got a lot of size that he needs to add to that back because he's got so much potential. And he's fairly young and new in this as well. And for the majority of his life, he was a natural athlete. So there's a ton of potential in Quinton. Yeah, he had 18 months off. Is he bigger than he was the last time he competed? I guess we'll have to go back and do a comparison. Well, actually, what? Let's see. Usually they put the photos of the last. Okay, so 2022. Okay, here we go. 2022. Let's take his best placing, which was third at the Tampa Pro. Let's take a look, guys. Why not? Waiting for women's bodybuilding to end. I have to say, okay, well, let's just go to the front double bicep. There's Quinton 2 years ago. I don't see much of a difference, guys. Now I see more density in his abs in the now version of Quinton. Okay, well, let's look at the back to back. I got that one. Let's look at the back shot. Back double bicep. Wow. Yeah, he put some. Let's go. Okay, so he put some tissue on his hamstrings, it looks like. He's in better condition now. Let's look at the rear lat spreads to have that one open still on the other one. There you go. He's in better condition now. I think it's because he's leaner, but usually when you're leaner, you look bigger. But yeah, it's very hard to tell. Okay, I'm gonna close that because I keep seeing these ones. There, and then where's the one I have open? Close that. Back versus back. Okay, here we go. So there's now. Just the back. He looks leaner, I can tell. Hamstrings, look at the calves. And then we're going to go to 2022. Now, this photo is a little bit more zoomed in. Let me just go like that. Let me get even here. There. Yeah, I'm trying to, okay, here we go. There's that. Okay, that photo is more zoomed in. So let me zoom this one out. Getting really scientifical here. Scientific with this. That's even a word. Okay. And let me zoom this one in a little bit. Oh, so that is actually pretty zoomed in. 110, 110 zoom versus 110 zoom. Okay. He's more denser and more lean in the hamstrings. But I don't see a lot of new muscle for 18 months of a hardcore off season. Like like you can tell I can tell Nick Walker looks bigger. He put on muscle on his hamstrings. But for Quinton, I don't really see that, guys. Yeah, the lighting's different. This is lats a little wider. Yeah, I could see a little bit more width in the lats. Yeah. The mid back here, it's a little thicker. It's a little longer. Like you can see here that this part grew. Forget what that's called. A rhomboid. Yeah. 18 months is a long time for a bodybuilder to take off. And he should have came back and shocked us with that. That's what we were expecting. We were expecting to be shocked by the difference in the size that we were going to see from Quinton. Um, that didn't happen this year, unfortunately. Anyways, okay. Two years ago, he definitely did get bigger because let's. Oh, that's an old. Oh, crap. Not sure if he has the most muscle. Yeah, he does. Okay. Okay, there's that one. Yeah, he got a little bit bigger and the most muscular. Shoulders are bigger. I'm just trying to figure out if his legs are bigger. Oh, that one. There. Yeah, there's improvement. You can see in here his delts. His legs look maybe a little bit bigger. His calves actually look a little bit bigger. His midsection is more developed. He just looks more denser and like he's leaner. So, yeah. But the fact that it's this hard for us to kind of minutely pick apart his physique and to see like, oh, he's bigger there. It's hard to see. But he does have some more muscle tissue on him for sure. Women's bodybuilding is still on stage. It's 5:30. It feels way later than 5:30 here on the West Coast. So usually these shows ending so late, like at 9, 10 o'clock. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The fact that we have to look this hard to find if he's bigger, that's not good. Yeah, Matt Jensen has to do some explaining on this one because he comes online and he talks about, he's very open and makes his videos about how to train and what you should do and all this and stuff. And then we see this, and he has a genetic freak, Quinton, as his client for 18 months, and this is the result. Well, I don't know what excuses he can make when you have 18 months. I can't see that happening. He'll stick with Matt. Um, he doesn't want to be like a Samson and just be like not text Matt Jensen for 10 days and then end up saying that his wife is gonna take over. Right. And then they're gonna move to Kuwait, and I don't think Quentin's gonna do that. Okay, who else do we gotta look at on in the high quality photos? As we wait for men's bodybuilding to come up next, please. Um, yeah, we take out your fourth place finisher. Unless things change in the finals here. Let's zoom back in here. You know, Stu's legs actually look big here. You know, I'm very impressed with Stu. You know, Stu could potentially take out Tonio tonight. Great front lat spread. Side chest. Great side chest on Stu. Really, really good side chest on Stewart. There's a little bit of protrusion in the stomach there. What's crazy is that the photos I was saying he looks the same, but the internet was. Oh, you just deleted that message. I was just reading it. You're lucky. Yeah, so a little bit of a distension in Stewart's stomach starting. Not much. I mean, it's again, these guys are carb loading, their stomach gets a little, they don't digest the food because they're dehydrated and stuff, so that happens. Good, most muscular for Stu as well. I don't think Quinton's gonna, I just don't see it. I don't see enough change in Quinton and I don't see enough size. And he's going to be up against guys that are 5'6" and he's the tall man out and he looks lanky. He's just going to get pushed off to the side. This is exactly what happened at this show. I think Beef Stew would actually look bigger if he shaved his head. He would make him just look like Martin Fitzwater, like just right. But he likes that hair, so okay, we're doing finals here. Okay, awards. I mean, okay. Oh, this is the call out, final call out. Okay. This is figure, I think. Yeah. On the stream. Back to a bicep. So you can see Stu's spine is actually a little bit crooked. See, watch this line down here. He's got a crooked spine, which is why it's making him pose like that. He's kind of arched to one side. But I'm weird. I look at little details like that and I will notice when your spine is crooked. Yeah. It's very crooked. But look at him. I mean, he's got a very good back double bicep. He could take out Tonio. I don't think he will if you really do. If you compare the back double bicep to Tonio, I don't think he's going to get that, but we'll see. Hey, thanks, Tony. I appreciate that. I mean, yeah, I guess it does make a little bit of a difference, or maybe a big difference when you're watching a channel that is a guy like myself who's competed, who's won two national bodybuilding, national bodybuilding champion in Canada, nationals in bodybuilding and in classic physique. So two different divisions I've won. And you have other YouTubers that they're fans of the sport and they love it. They're obsessed with it and they have their channels and they talk about bodybuilders, but they've never stepped on stage. Right. So there's things that they might miss that I won't miss. Right. When they're making their comparisons or they're critiquing the physiques. And maybe that's why I'm very hard with my critiques versus they're this kind of neutral and like, oh, he looks great. He looks great. That guy looks great too. Or this will be, I can't do that. I'm going to show like this guy needs to work on this. He's missing this piece. This body's like, I'll just go in on the guys. And sometimes I get clapped back in that because I'm like that. But this is a tough sport. We're in the elite level of the shows that we're watching here. I'm trying to get to the Mr. Olympia, trying to be the best bodybuilder in the world. I'm going to pick you apart. So that's a little rant I'm having. But yeah, so Stu, Just keep. Okay, they're handing out the awards for figure or fitness. I cannot get the two. I mix them up all the time. Lat spread. J.R. Williams. Matt, do you know Donnie Gay from Cincinnati area? No, I don't. I haven't been to Cincinnati, I don't think. I've been to Ohio, but I haven't been to Cincinnati. Columbus, Ohio. No, I'm not naming names. I'm not naming names of people who have channels that haven't competed. I mean, there's lots of industries where you have, these pundits of these different industries that haven't competed in industry, but they have commentation and they commentate on the industry because they're like super fans. Yeah, Franco, I'm hoping that men's bodybuilding comes up here. I don't know what classes are left here. Brian, I don't know if Brian's still in the chat. Um, who do you think's coming up next on the classes here? Hey, look at it, Mark Lowe. Lou, how you doing, brother? Yes, we did compete. I can't remember what year. I think you beat me. I can't remember if you beat me. But were we in the same class? I can't remember. That was over 10 years ago, probably. I don't know how old Stu is. Mid 30s? I don't know. Bodybuilders always look older than they actually are because of the drug use and all the extra tissue they're growing on their face and stuff, and GH, and doesn't help. Stu's 27, and no, please. I just said he's like mid 30s. Hey, I just said that's what I'm saying. Bodybuilders look older than they actually are. That's funny. See, I protected myself by saying bodybuilders look older than they are, just in case Stu was actually younger. So you can't call me out on that one because 27. Damn, that's good. 27, and these guys are like at the elite level already. That's very good. So these guys are at the beginning of their careers here. This is nothing. Plenty of time. Don't be in such a rush to get huge. Just keep working on your physique and you'll get there. What do you think is going on with Stu's chest? Looks like there's a new piece of muscle growing on the outside of the inner pec there. Anyone in the chat, what do you think is going on with the Stu's chest? I zoom in. No, that's as far as we can go. Yeah, it looks like it could be scar tissue. It just looks like a new piece of muscle is growing in the opposite direction. Oh, I didn't realize he would cut himself there. Oh, that's very interesting. Well, what a great story. What a great comeback to go from doing that to yourself to being one of the top bodybuilders in the world. Zoom back out here. So we looked at Stu. Let's look at Calderon while we wait here to finish up the women's. As we got access to these great photos. Angel, there it's at the top. Calderon is lean, but you can see now how his structure holds him back. There's Hunter Labrada on stage. Looks huge. Jesus. See the midsection on. Let me get going here. Akeem Williams is on stage, handing out some awards. Yeah, that midsection on Calderon is what's holding him back. It's crazy how that happens in bodybuilding. Like the waistline just goes. It just goes and it gets bigger and bigger. But the thing is, when you're eating lots of protein and you're breaking down muscle tissue, your whole body is going to grow. Check out the front double bicep. That's where we're going to see. This doesn't look that bad there. Quinton said to me when he was on the show that he was going to be in the 260s. But I think he might even have come under that. We'll find out. Side chest. Yeah, Nick's 260, 5'6". You know, Calderon's in great shape. He's got that old school muscle. You know, that's been on his frame for a long time. That granite hard look. But can Quinton beat Calderon? Can he move up into that? Well, then wait a minute. We got Christian, who was ahead of let's take a look at before they come on here, guys. Who was ahead of Quinton was Christian. Let's not forget about Christian. There it is. I think I was saying Christian Kolsky. It's Holsky. This guy's got a great physique. He's pretty balanced for the most part. Guys, thanks again for joining. If you're new to the live stream, please remember to subscribe if you haven't already and like the video. We're at 156 likes. We're trying to get to 200 likes now. It's our new goal set. Takes a few seconds to like the video and help out. You know, I'm a fan of Christian's physique. It's a good lat spread. Here, guys, I'm just going to plug my phone in 1 second. Shut this video off. Hey, excuse me. Okay, I'm back. There. Yeah, I said it's like Christian Kolsky. It's Holsky. Said that in my prejudging recap video this morning. I was like, Christian Kowalski. You guys can laugh in the comments. Okay, that's finished with women's bodybuilding or figure. And take a couple more shots here of Christian. Yeah, man, this guy's got a great physique. Like, I want to see him in the mix here. He might move up, guys. Christian. See what he's working with. The back double biceps here. Lat spread. Wow, okay. He's in condition. Christian Holsky. Sorry, Jesus. Trying to say Kowalski at the same Holsky at the same time. Yeah. That's funny, JR. Yeah, Holsky. Salvador says first Nick, unfortunately. Martin second, Stu third, Christian fourth. I see the back double bicep on Christian. No, okay. Christian ahead of podium? No, I don't think so. What's Bob saying? You see.
We are expecting all the fans to be out for that one. Some of these gentlemen I just introduced her tonight. Franciele Matos, 3-time Olympia champ, will be there. She's right down there in the front.
Okay, gotta be careful with that. Yeah, looks like they're gonna get going here, guys. Give you a play-by-play. Look at this guy's legs, man. And got calves. He's really well balanced. This guy's quads are really good, man. Like the deep lines. Dan Solomon's walking on the stage. Oh, let's see if he's hitting here. He's moving around, so let's see what Dan has to say.
In different cities and different parts of the world, Jim Mannion, Tyler Mannion, their entire team at the NPC and the IFBB Pro League are working around the clock to grow the sport on all continents, and the growth has been rapid. Things have grown, things have changed. Prize money is growing. Every part of what we do is growing in every way measurable. Things are changing so fast, but there is one thing that never seems to change. And that is the fact that there are no bodybuilding fans on the planet quite like what we have here in the New York area, and give it up to you guys. It is an unbelievable experience to come here. It really is. This is where the authentic fans live. This is where the passion is, and coming here to this incredible area is a real treat. But as Bob said, we are looking down the barrel of the 60th edition of Joe Weider's Olympia Fitness and Performance Weekend. And when we get there, we will be met by an experience unlike anything we have ever done. We are working very hard to celebrate the rich history of the sport.
All right, just stand talking on stage. Christian looks very good, guys. I'm going to be keeping an eye on Christian to see if he can move up here. Mirror. His tan could work, definitely use work there, the armpits. Right away, that's where I'm looking because it's a distraction. I mean, I don't know why no one backstage told him, you know, hey, let's finish up doing your armpits. Let's get that glaze on there. Let's get the tan. You killed yourself for 12 weeks to step on stage and then you don't put the tan on properly. It's just every time I see that, it's come on. Good front lat spread. All right, Dan is walking off the stage. So that means see what they say.
Fight looks pretty good, Jimmy. That on. Folks, you've seen history right here on this stage. What a great competition, Steve. Congratulations for another great New York Pro. Traditionally speaking, the winners from the New York Pro go on to do very well at the Olympia, and I think you're seeing that here tonight. I always like to see what the fans think because we've got an epic battle coming up right here with our men's open. The big boys are coming up in just a moment. Who's got Nick Walker winning tonight?
Okay. Christian in fourth. Here, they're going to bring him out, guys. Yes. Salvador. All right. Just waiting to see who they're going to bring out here. Oh, it's posing music. So they're going to have routines, obviously. Okay.
Number 97, Valdemir Baruch.
Oh, they're just calling out the people that placed outside the top 10. Okay. See, it's coming up, guys. Men's bodybuilding has begun. Yeah, it has begun, guys. Martin does have a great physique, though. Those headphones get hot. Yeah. Just watching the stream to see, pay attention. Okay, posing routines. Tim Budashine obviously made it within 10th place. Or he's in the top 10 because he gets to do his posing routine. We didn't see much of Tim, so let's. I was talking about Tim maybe being in that 6th place position in my predictions. Wow. Wow. Okay, yeah, Tim looks good though. We'll see what his front double bicep looks like here, but he is shredded and gnarly. He looks good here in finals. He's kept that same condition from prejudging. He looks really good. Interesting. He could be. I mean, would you have Tim ahead of Quinton? I mean, in my opinion, I would probably have Tim ahead of Quinton. But let's take that look at that front double bicep. Like this guy is. Look at this. Okay, Antonio Burton is on stage for his routine. Does he look better? Maybe a little fuller, bit more polished with the oil. Excellent. Just watching the routine of Antonio Burton. He looks a little bit better and improved from the prejudging, but we'll see when they stand next to each other. Yeah, Antonio Burton's on stage right now doing his posing routine. That was quick. I know Tim looks pretty good to me, guys. Angel Calderon is now on stage. What music is he posing to? Yeah, I can't play that copyright, but can't do screenshots for this show in particular. They shut us all down this morning. I mean, we got all the way through to the finals or through prejudging, but right around open men's open bodybuilding, luckily we got to see it, and then they closed out our streams. Desktop bodybuilding EP09, unfortunately. So we couldn't keep doing the screenshots. And we also lost our streams. But we're back. But we cannot do this. We cannot do screenshots for this one, guys. This is the way they want it. They don't want that. Okay. Yeah, I don't get it. I think we're promoting the sport, and you know, for the people that can't get the live stream, and it's just, it is what it is. Yeah, that's why we could do the Arnold, no problem. We stream that live, no screenshots. Okay, Quinton's coming on stage. He looks the same. He's wearing the same trunks as he was in prejudging. So usually you want to wear different colored trunks for finals. So you know, okay, this was my finals look. This was my prejudging look. We can look at the pictures. We can assess things. He looks a little bit better. What is he posing to? He looks better here. He improved for finals. Yeah. I would say Quinton has improved for the finals. He's a bit fuller. Yeah. Do I think he will be able to fill out that frame? Yeah, he's young. He's in his late 20s, and he can go till he's 38. It's 10 years. Although when I had him on the show, he didn't sound like he wanted to compete for that long. Okay, Martin Fitzwater is on the stage. Took my advice and changed Posey Trunk's colors, so you know when you were in the finals and when you were in the prejudging, you can compare. I think he looks about the same, maybe a little bit drier. Let's see the back here. Yeah, maybe he looks improved here. Yeah, I'd say he's drier here than he was in prejudging. So Martin looks to be improved. Martin looks really good. He improved. But we're going to see what Nick Walker, if he improved and kept his lead, we'll see. Cross striations in the triceps. We can't do it. They shut our streams down because they saw what we were doing. They said, no, shut me down. They shut desktop down. They shut EP09 down. Martin looks really good. Like, I'm impressed. All right, Martin's done. I think Martin looks really good here. He improved. Now I need to see how he looks standing next to Nick Walker in the comparisons. And things might change here, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Amir is up. Let's see if he filled in the armpit tan. No, he didn't. This still has the white spots with no tan in the armpits. Surprisingly, no one told him this after prejudging. Very interesting. Usually, when the tan is not good in prejudging, you always come back with a better tan at the finals. But they didn't give him that update there, I guess, for Amir. I remember when Martin almost canceled himself with that Nick comment way back in the day. I wonder what Nick comment did he say? J.R. Williams, why does the IPB care if you are promoting bodybuilding? Fans who want to see it that bad live will buy the pay-per-view. Exactly. Me personally, I like live streaming, chatting, and watching the pay-per-view if the device is free. Yeah, this is the only show that we've had this issue with. Now, Desktop Bodybuilding has had his channel striked before, and the stream taken down last year. I think it was for the New York Pro, and for the there was another show that he told me today. So yeah, some of the promoters do it because they think that maybe we're taking money away from them, but I don't see how, because we always say link in the description. If you want to get the live stream, go purchase the live stream, guys. And we promoting bodybuilding because we're reaching more people on YouTube. Okay, Daryl. Oh, really? I don't even remember that. Yeah, I don't remember that. Maybe that was before I started my channel. Because I only started this channel about a year and a bit ago. But it doesn't mean wouldn't have saw that. So if I see the post, maybe I would like remember or something, but I just don't remember that. Justin Rodriguez is on the stage right now. Yeah, man, the Arnold. Now, will the Olympia do a free stream? No, they won't do free. No, but Arnold is like, you know what? I think Arnold is at the point where he's like, you know what? I'm damn near 80. I think he's 80, isn't he now? He's like, I'm gonna die soon. I'm just gonna give as much as I can to the sport. I'm not gonna charge people to watch the Arnold anymore. And it was awesome. It reached so much more people. Think about how many more people watched the Arnold around the world because it was live streamed for free. A lot of these third world countries, they can't afford to buy the live streams, watch these things. I mean, Justin looks good here. He's got good conditioning, but his physique looks like it's nearing the end of its rope. The triceps seem to be disappearing, but his conditioning is good. So he has good conditioning for sure with Justin Jacob, his coach. They put it together. Yeah, they could even charge $10 per viewer, and they would would have like so many people watching. They would make some decent money still. Beef stew's on the stage. What's beef stew posing to? Let me hear. Let's see quick.
Well, my goodness gracious, let me tell you the news.
Tony says, I remember someone wished Nick dead, but I really didn't remember it was Martin. Yeah, I doubt they make that much from pay-per-view anyways. They would make more long-term putting everyone out for free. Well, what I would do is if I had a show, a pro show, I would make the live stream free, but then I would charge sponsors to have commercials, you know, dropped in every now and then to get, views on their product. And I would just do that. And that would probably either cover the cost of the live stream or you might make some money off of it. But to just, okay, Nick Walker is on stage. Okay, let's give it a play-by-play. Front of a bicep. He looks like he put more tan on, so he looks darker. Is he sharper? Yeah, I think he could be. I think he's a little sharper as he's continuing to pose here. See for the back. Yeah. What is Nick posing to? I'm just going to quickly play the music for a second. Born to be Wild. This is posing music. Yeah, Nick looked dominant from the back. Just watching here. Yeah, I think Nick looks about the same as he did in prejudging. I don't know. I think Martin improved more than Nick did from prejudging to the night show. So hey, Christian Holski is on the stage. Man, Christian looks really good, man. Shredded glutes. Looks very good. Is he better than Antonio Burden? I don't think I don't know. I don't think he can take out Antonio, so I think he's still going to be in that sixth or seventh. Yeah. Yeah, Nick's looks about the same as he did earlier on prejudging. All right. I'm going to do the comparison round here. Yeah, it looks like Nick was darker here. Although I don't know if they changed the coloring of the video here. It does look like overall the camera, it looks darker on that stage than it did this morning, which kind of sucks. Because now it makes everyone look a little bit, yeah, everyone looks darker in this video that I'm looking at here. So, okay, we have Nick and Martin side by side. Tonio's on the side of Martin, and Nick is beside Beef Stew. It's just the top four call out, same as prejudging. Ken Martin beat Nick Walker here. Can we have the Bob Ciccarello upset? And he beats him by 1 point. Anything is possible. Hey, Martin is stacking up with that lat spread. It looks better now. He held his own with that shot. I'm interested to see what the judges are going to do. I wouldn't be mad if Martin won. Ab and thigh. It Well, we're going to see if they move these guys around a little bit more here. Martin is very riled up. He's like, I'm winning the show. When that hand clap, he thinks he's won this. That's a guy that thinks he's won. But again, it's judged in the morning and in the finals. So maybe Nick Walker was ahead in prejudging by enough points. And then, Martin makes up some ground in the finals, but it's just not enough. Okay, Quinton in the second call out, he's staying in the middle. Quinton is standing next to Calderon and Christian. So this is your fight for. We're going to find out who is going to get that fifth position by whoever stayed in the center here. And so far, Quinton is in the center. But Christian is also right next to him. Same with Calderon. So this is a battle for fifth in the second call out. Quinton just looks taller, but he doesn't look bigger than these guys, especially in the legs. Christian needs to work on that side chest. He's crunching in too much with the elbow. Now that I'm seeing Tim Budesheim here, yeah, I do. He's not going to take out Tony or Quinton's shape. He looks like an NFL defensive end. Let's see if they move anyone around here. Keeping Quinton in the center. If Quinton comes in fifth, that's one place off where I thought he was going to place, which was fourth. All right, back on the line. Okay, they're moving Calderon. They're moving Tim Budashine beside Quinton, which is what I was saying earlier. I think Tim is getting a bit overlooked. As we were just looking at his photos earlier, Tim just moved up a spot. Christian is comparing very well next to Quinton. Are they going to give it to Quinton or to Christian for the fifth spot? Tim's not going to be in that. Tim might be, it might be fifth Quinton, then sixth Christian, and seventh Tim. But then now Angel, like, where's Angel going? Is he eighth? Just sad to see that Quinton just not, he's sweating. I don't know. It's not, he doesn't look, he's struggling in his poses to hold. He's a little jiggly, like he's not, he's a little nervous or something. I don't know. Shaking, he's shaking when he's posing. So, okay, so he is in a secured fifth place. Quinton. Christian looks sixth. Tim looks seventh. That means Angel might be eighth. Okay, so Tonio and Beef Stew in this call out. That means they're battling for third and fourth here. Or I guess third. Someone wants to get third here. So they're battling for third place right now. But we definitely now know that it is Tonio and Beef Stew in the third and fourth position. Let's see how they compare here. Tonio's got to be upset with that for sure. You know, he thought he was coming in here and he's trying to win the show, and of course he's going to be upset. But can Beef Stew knock him off? To me, Beef is more conditioned from the back. The size is there compared to, it's the same size as Tonio. So pose for pose. Side tricep looks pretty good on Stew. Ab and thigh, I would give to Tonio. Most muscular, I'd probably give that to Beef Stew. Tonio needs to work on how to pose the most muscular, the crab. All right, guys. The battle before first and second. Now, it does look like, man, Martin is standing closer to the camera here. And he did that purposely right off the bat. So if you guys are watching the stream, you can tell Martin's closer to the camera. Like, come on, dude. Let's get on the line with Nick. Front lat spread. Martin is like, it looks like he's a foot closer to the camera. Nick, you should be pointing like, man, you're closer to the fucking camera. Get on the line with me. Oh, that's bugging me, guys. That's fucking bugging me. Look, it doesn't even look in line with Nick. He's like with foot in front of Nick. Look at their arms. Look how far ahead his arm is in front of Nick's arm. It's in front of Nick's arm. Come on, Martin. I'm gonna call you out on that when I do a recap of this for sure. Get on the line, man. Come on, Tyler Mannion. Call this guy. Is this the controversy? To make it look like he's bigger on the stream. So we're like, yeah, well, Martin's going to win. He looks bigger than Nick. No, come on, man. Why aren't they adjusting him? Nick should be aware of that, man. You don't let someone out angle you. You move up forward. Hottie always does that. He steps forward all the time. Look how far ahead of you. That's okay. I'm going in on that, but it's just like I just want to see you standing next to him so the photos look appropriate and we get an accurate comparison. Okay, let's see if he okay, they're on the other side now. Let's see if he does it again. He's still ahead of Nick. Just you can tell what he does. He does it very gently with his feet when he comes up to the line, and he moves a little bit closer. And he's oh man. Hey man, he's whatever it takes. Whatever it takes to win. Whatever it takes to win. He moves very slowly. He's yeah. He's repositioning his feet. He's kind of edging it forward a little bit. Yeah, see how he just right there. He did it again with the side chest. Once again, he is closer to the camera. It's a trend now. This isn't just a freak accident. This is being done purposely to give him an advantage. He's closer to the judges. From the judges, maybe the judges, they don't care. If they cared, maybe they would say something. But to us that are watching it on the stream and then in the photos that go around the world, that's it. That's forever in history. And you're gonna be, oh, Martin actually doesn't look that much smaller than Nick. It's pretty crazy. How is that possible? He's giving up 20 pounds. Well, this is why. It's easy to out angle. You can look 10 pounds heavier by an inch to 2 inches closer to the camera. Nick should know better. I blame Nick for not doing something about it. Wow. Nick went a little crazy there. Said, let's go. Okay, now Martin's going to take a step forward again. Martin's most muscular is really good, though. I mean, I'm not going to deny him that. His chest is really good. Wow, guys, it's a battle. It is a battle. Martin looks very good. I'm going to give him that. He looks improved from prejudging for sure. Nick looks about the same. I think Nick looked a little faded there in the finals in the last little battle. Okay, so pose down. About to find out, guys. This is closer now. It was probably Nick ahead in the prejudging. Now I think Martin has closed that gap. And I said Nick dominated the prejudging. Did Martin dominate the finals? Yeah, I know. Okay, they're going down into the crowd, so we'll just recap here a bit, guys. While they do their stuff. Wow, that was a good little battle there between Nick and Martin. Wasn't happy that Martin was trying to play some games there, but whatever. Man, it's gonna go crazy. Nick is gonna go crazy. You know, Nick isn't afraid to say, I should have won that fucking show. I'll see if I can get Nick on the show after. Do another interview with him and see if he loses. I'm still saying he's gonna win. Still I'm sticking to my predictions. I think he did enough in prejudging to hold off Martin. To take home the second New York Pro title. $30,000 check. $5,000 gold ring. Let me see what they're saying here. Oh, okay. This is bikini. All right, guys, I'm gonna take a bathroom break. They have done what they do best, is make us wait till the very end before we get the results. So yeah, we can go through the poses. And then we're gonna do bikini bathroom break, and then come back and we'll go through the comparisons. Because Martin did look very good in the most musculars. He looked good on all angles, actually, but he was so close to the camera that I was like, oh man, he looks bigger. He's like, he's shredded. Like, I was impressed. But if he was standing back on the line with Nick, maybe he would just look like, okay, that's the same Martin we saw this morning. Yeah, what is Nick's reaction going to be if he loses? I think he's just going to make a face like, he'll like tilt his head a bit, like, he'll be like, nah. If he did that, that would be hilarious. All right, so bikini. No, he knows better. He knows that leaves a bad taste in the judge's mouth. Because it's like a slap in the face to the judges when you do that. You say, I don't agree with you, judge. All right, okay, bikini's on. So I'm going to shut the camera off. I'm just going to let it play here and then be right back. You guys go take your bathroom breaks. And then we're going to come back and then break down Nick and Martin. But did Beef get ahead of Tonio? We can talk about that too. All right. I will be back 2 minutes. All right. Trying to catch up on your comments, guys. All right, let's check the internet. Wonder if Gilco put some more shots up. Go back to Q. No update there. Okay, we got some final shots here on RX. All right. Does Nick look well? This is a different photo, so we can't compare if his conditioning is a little less here than it was in the morning. Yeah, JM thinks Martin's going to win. Some shots here that were just released from finals here. Thanks, Brian. Yes, thanks for the reminder. If you haven't liked, we're trying to get to 200 likes. We're at 175. We just need 15 more. I think bikini's almost done here. They're doing the final walk of the bikini girls. There's a few more shots here. Let's see. Extreme says Jim Mannion was like, "Oh, I saw Martin last night and he looks insane. I got him winning." Yeah, isn't that interesting? You just see someone like, yeah, he's winning. But I guess we do that online all the time. You look at a photo like, oh, Nick's gonna win. He's look at him. So I guess that's not unheard of. Yeah, Brian, I agree that the most muscular was just it was popping a lot more than Nick's, that's for sure. Martin did close the gap here, guys. We could be in for an upset, but I'm sticking with my Nick Walker prediction that he's gonna win, that he did enough in prejudging. Hey, they're wrapping up bikini here, so men's is coming back up for the awards. I think, did we finish all the other rounds? Yeah, I think we did. It's almost 10 o'clock in the East Coast over there. 6:45 on the West Coast here. Be able to wrap it up fairly early. Yeah, you can't base the win on a couple poses. No. Pose for pose. What pose is Nick beating Martin in? But to me, it looks like Martin's a little sharper now than Nick was tonight. That's why his most muscular was popping even more. Yeah. Yeah, 5 a.m. bright and early, Brian, on the West Coast here. Extreme. I got Nick winning still, but honestly, I wouldn't even doubt if Martin wins. Yeah, I don't know. It's let's just say we're not going to be shocked if Martin wins. Let's all get ourselves prepared for this. Okay. Because that could happen based off Bob and now Jim Mannion saying that. Something's going on, guys. Maybe nothing's going on, but something could be going on. Or Martin just looks better and he should win, right? What are they doing? What are they standing there? Oh, all right. Bikini is done. We can definitely say that NY Pro delivered. Yeah, it was a good show. Kind of sucks that we had to stop doing our streams and stuff, but we got through it. I got through my stream for the most part before they cut it off, and still got to chat with you guys here for the second half together. You know, because it's nice to watch it with other people that, you know, have the same interest. You can watch the stream on the YouTube there, it's fine, but still chatting here. Excuse me. If Martin somehow wins, they're basically saying that just don't like Nick's physique. He's got gonna place well moving forward. Uh I think they like Nick's physique. I think based on what they were doing in prejudgings, they kept Nick in the middle for the most part, and he was in control of that prejudging, I think. Yeah, Brian, it's been good. Got through it. It was kind of funny what happened earlier today, but we're back. We're getting to watch the live stream still, and we're not missing out. If Martin did enough to improve points wise, then yeah, he could win. And if Bob is saying it's a close show and then Martin improved so much, that's going to be the narrative. Oh, well, Martin improved so much in the finals. That's how he squeaked out a win and beat Nick. That's the narrative that will be out there. And because he did improve. So and Nick didn't really improve from what I'm seeing. Sorry, guys, I'm not finished sharing the photos here. So that could be the narrative that goes out there. Yeah, we looked at those ones. Over here. Yeah, like look at the cuts in Martin's chest versus Nick's most muscular in his chest. You can see the difference there. Like Martin brought it to the finals. Right? So yeah, look at the chest. Okay, they're calling the guys back out on stage. We're gonna get the finals here. They already did the pose down, so this is gonna be the call out here. Awards, that's what I'm trying to say. Okay, 5th place. Let me just turn this on for a second. So turn it down very quiet.
I love it.
Christian gets fifth. Beats out Quinton. So that means Quinton's in that sixth place position. Wow. Quinton's got to go back to the drawing board. Yeah, no, I was really liking Christian's physique as we were looking through the photos there. And he pulls it off. He moved up. Good job, man. All right, fourth place. Tony or beef? Tony or beef? Who's it going to be, guys, in the chat? Stewart is in fourth place. Beef stew. So I got that right. So far, I got the four. I got Tonio in third correct in my predictions. Let's see if Martin comes in second for my predictions. I had Stu originally placing fifth in my predictions. So one spot off there. Mr. Flex Wheeler. Third place, guys. Obviously, we know this is Tonio. Flex always wears the fur jacket. Tonio in third place. Sure, he's not happy with that, man. I mean, his stock was going up and it's still going up, but he's got to figure out a new path to get to the Olympia now. Hey guys, I can see Nick on the screen, but I can't see Martin's reaction. So yeah, why is Bob not announcing it? He's there. Oh, here we go. $17,000 check. It's Martin. It's joking. Ah, stuck to my guns with my prediction. Nick won. Good job, Martin Fitzwater. There is no controversy at the New York Pro. Ah, awesome. Well, you know what? It was close. I want to see the scorecards. The first thing I want to see is the scorecards. Nick Walker wins the 2024 New York Pro. And Guy Cercenito was one of the presenters, which is interesting. Maybe they had this all planned. I'm just joking. But Steve was like, "Where's the ring? I don't got the ring." Martin looks a little bit upset here. He's shaking his legs with, a little worked up here. Martin is shaking the legs. It's a little strange. It's like the adrenaline is pumping. Jim Mannion's probably saying, "You look good, Martin. You look good, man. I thought you might have had this show. Don't worry about it. You're gonna get the next one." So that's what he's saying right now. All right. Nick Walker is your 2024 New York. You putting the ring on the finger, Steve Weinberger. Nick is very happy. He's looks relieved. And Nick will never get past the waist issue. That's always going to be there. How far can he go in the sport with that waist? We're going to see how he does at the Olympia because he is now qualified. And he is off to Las Vegas to battle Hadi Shuban, Derek Lunsford, Samson Dowda. Brandon Kerr is coming back. Tony Burns not there yet. Martin's going to come and compete on that stage now too in the Olympia. So that was it. That's good. He stepped on something. Martin stepped on. He's limping off the stage. He might have got injured there, guys. We'll have an update on the injury to Martin's foot. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think it was probably a cramp. Took a little too much diuretics. And Nick just gave the finger up there. That's pretty funny. It's diuretics, yeah. J.R. Williams, how was I trolling? What do you mean? My predictions were as is Nick to win. I got Tonio and Martin flipped the wrong way, but flip-flop the wrong way. Martin brought his best package. Meanwhile, Nick is saving his best for the Olympia. He won't be close next time. Neil says Bubble Gut Bonanza. All right, that's it. It's been a good one, guys. This is a 3-hour stream. Yeah, the stream just cut off. Maybe it'll come back on. Right in the middle of Nick's speech. All right, guys. Well, before you go, if you can like the video and subscribe if you haven't already, let's get to 200 was our goal. Guys, we're so close. We're at 188. If you haven't liked the video, just go click the like button. I appreciate you guys joining. I love chatting with you guys. J.R. Williams, thank you, brother. Brian Nasser, thank you for moderating and helping out earlier today too. We're so close to 200 likes. Just a couple more, 7 more likes. Let's see if we can do it. We set a goal, we have to reach the goal. And I won't sign off until we get to 200 likes. Thanks, Jet. Thanks for joining again. We're doing a live stream tomorrow at 6 p.m. probably. Matt and Mac show, Mac truck. There we did it. We got to 200 likes. We can now enjoy the weekend. Awesome. So yeah, I have a big reveal video tomorrow. It's going to be an interesting one to see what the reaction is to that one. Thanks, Mark. Hope you're doing well, brother. Well, we got the 206 likes. Franco, thanks, brother. Extreme, thank you. Salvador, Dan, Brian B. I think the Cal is up next. Then we got the Toronto Pro. Lots of shows coming up, guys. There's gonna be lots of streams. It's the new thing now. They didn't used to do all the streams for the bodybuilding shows, but now it's like standard now for bodybuilding shows. All right, guys. I will catch you on the next one. Thanks again for joining. See you guys tomorrow who want to join the live stream at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern. All right. Catch you on the next one. Peace.